Why do so many people start writing a book but they never finish it? It's not because they are lazy. It's not because they don't have time. And it is definitely because they lack talent. The real reason is less obvious. And once you see them, you can actually fix them. Hi, I'm Vandana Sehgal. I'm an author and a book writing coach. I help you in finishing your memoir or a non-fiction book that you are working on. If you have ever started writing a book and could not complete it, or you rewrote a chapter many times and then lost interest, then continue watching this video. Today, let's talk about a misconception about writing and failing. Most writers don't fail in writing, they fail at finishing. And today, I'm going to break down exactly why that happens and, more important, what gets your book done. So let's dive in immediately. Most people think that they need to feel inspired to write, and that's called motivation myth. Yes, motivation helps us for few days or probably few weeks. Then everything fizzles out. One of the best example to understand the myth of motivation is when people make New Year resolutions. It's fresh, they want to make a change in their life, they plan something, they are motivated to achieve it, and after a while, when the life gets busy or the things get difficult, they drop out of that activity because it more feels like a work than an enjoyment. And the same thing happens while writing a book. When we start, we are motivated to reach to the finish line. But after a while, it feels like work. And yes, writing is a work. If you don't remember to do your work, you will never commit to it. If writing is just a hobby, then it's okay to wait for motivation to hit you. But when it is considered as a job, then you get serious and you produce no matter what. It happens to all of us. Think about journalists, ghostwriters, content writers. They all manage to write even when they are not motivated enough to write. Because for them, it is a job and they have to produce 1000 to 3000 words or even more every day. And of course, by end of the month, they get paid for writing, and that is one of their motivational factor. But still, it is a job and it has to be done. Most of the successful writers, when they started writing, they had to do a part time job to support their writing. They were not paid initially for finishing a book. They yet kept writing for the love of it. And when things got difficult, they continued because they want to be a writer. You are called a writer only when you write a book, and that becomes your job, your identity. So if you are relying on motivation, you will stop the moment it gets harder. Finished books are built on routine and not on inspiration. The second reason that prevents you from finishing your book is called perfectionism. I call perfectionism as bully. It bullies you to do your job better than your best. You can win over this bully only if you accept and you tell yourself, I just want my book to be good. And that sounds reasonable. If you want to write a perfect piece, then you will keep writing because there is no end to this battle. Perfectionism either slows you down or stops you entirely. You can keep tweaking your sentences, you can rewrite scenes, you can second guess everything, and you will never move forward. So, you have to decide, do you want perfectionism to bully you, or you want to take control of your book and finish it, take it to the line where you feel motivated, you feel inspired, you feel encouraged, and you feel happy about at least finishing the book that you have been sitting on for years. Let's now talk about the third reason that definitely never lets you finish your book, and that is called lack of clarity. Last week, I was talking to a friend about a brilliant project idea. Sitting in a cafe, I was telling her all about what I want to achieve through that project. And I was going on in my enthusiasm about the big goals that I had decided. When I just paused to take a sip of coffee, my friend asked in a very low voice, I am not clear on what you want to do exactly. I felt so embarrassed that I was talking to her for 5 minutes continuously and I couldn't explain her in clear words what I was trying to achieve. What it means is that if I don't know which direction I have to go, then I will keep spiraling around that idea and never reach to the destination. Similar thing happened with one of my book that is still unfinished. It is called Unexpected Encounters. I was never clear in the idea of what that book will achieve. I just wanted to make a record of unexpected encounters I was facing in my regular life. I didn't know what do I want to do with that book. I didn't know what message I wanted to give to my readers. What goal I wanted to accomplish through this book, I had no idea. And that's why it is sitting in my computer in one of the folders. A surprising number of writers start without knowing where they are going. And halfway through, they hit a wall because writing without direction feels like wandering in the dark, and you will never find your light till the time you don't know in which direction you have to go. If clarity is one of the reasons that has been stopping you from finishing your book, either nod your head or write in comments yes, so that I know that this is one thing that is blocking you and maybe I can help you in finding a solution to that. The other reason that prevents us from writing our book is overwhelmness. Writing a book feels huge. It is not about just 1,000 words. It is 20,000, 30,000, 1 lakh of words that we need to write. So our brain just goes, this is too much. Let's do something else. Let me go eat something. Let me maybe cook. Let me go and clean my house because those tasks feel easier. And it's a comfort zone. Writing a book is about moving out of your comfort zone and doing something that is feels highly anxious and uncomfortable. And this is the point when if you want to overcome that your anxiety, then sit in front of computer and just write what is coming. Just write about your fears. Write about the anxiety that is going on inside you. By putting that on paper makes it feel real and it is out of your system. And somewhere down the line, that anxiety on paper turns into a story. It becomes your power, it becomes your strength to achieve and take you to the finish line. If you are with me till now, hit the like button. Tell me what resonates with you. Tell me your reasons of not being able to finish your book. What is it that is preventing you from writing your dream book? Now let's move on to talking about what actually gets a book finished. Number one reason, one big reason is to lower down your standards. Yes, really. Your first draft is supposed to be messy, it is supposed to be shitty. Not okay, not decent, simply messy. Think of it like this: you cannot write a book if it's a blank page, and you cannot edit a blank page. So, writers who finish allow themselves to write badly on purpose. The thing now I'm going to share with you is something that always brings me back into my writing habit whenever there is a gap. I start setting up ridiculously small goals. So instead of writing a chapter, I would write 300 words a day, or I would just write one page a day. This feels doable to me. Writing is more necessary than just reaching to a huge goal. Consistent writing is more important than just aiming for bigger goals and failing at it. Sometimes, if I'm not able to write at all, I focus on reading because to write, reading is necessary. So keep your goals simple in your mind and aim to achieve them and not fail at them. That's it. Small goals remove resistance and consistency beats intensity every time. As a writer who has published 4 books and now in the process of finishing her 5th book, I want to say to you with all my humbleness that stop thinking of writing as creating something perfect. Start thinking it as a finishing project, then being something perfect. So if you have been stuck or you have started 10 books and not finished one, don't start over again. Go back, just pick one book and finish it. Even if it's a badly finished book, just get it done. One of the most significant shifts I see in writers happen when they stop trying to do it all by themselves. Writing may feel lonely, but developing a book doesn't have to be. Much of my work as a mentor and developmental editor is collaborative. I work with writers to bring clarity to their idea, build structure that fits their lives, and stay connected to their work when things start to feel unclear or overwhelming. Not to taking over the process, but by helping them see their work more clearly. As a mentor, my idea is not to take over your work, but help you see your work clearly and move through it with intuition. If this helped you, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And tell me in the comments what is stopping you from finishing your book right now. Let's figure it out together. You don't have to do everything all by yourself. Thank you for watching this video.